Hello, legends of the internet. This is Starfish5 Legend here. Welcome back to Farmtorials, a series of episodes where I cover each and every farm in Minecraft. This is episode 2 of Farmtorials. Let's go see what farm we will be building today. Here we go into Starfish Laboratory to see what farm we're doing. Now, the previous comments, we had a guardian farm and a squid farm. Let's see which one we're doing today. And it looks like it's the squid farm. Well, let's get to it. Okay, so we're building a squid farm in this episode. Perfect. The only problem is we have to go to the overworld. I think Professor Puff there will be able to help us out. Hello, Professor Puff. Can I have access to the overworld? I guess that means yes. Thanks, Professor Puff. Off we go. Perfection. Into the overworld now. Let me build up a quick squid farm. Okay, I have taken a couple hours and figured out a very neat little design here that works super efficiently, super awesome. You have your little squid farm here, and they get transported into nether portals. You stand AFK here, and then if you go through this portal, you can get all your ink sacks in here. Look at those rates. It produces roughly a full double chest in an hour. Anyways, let's get on to the tutorial. These are the materials that you will need to build this farm. The stone bricks can be changed out for any other building block. The sand can be changed out for gravel as well. It is there just to help you remove water from rivers and such. The more sponges you have, the better. And you will need glass. The glass cannot be changed out for a different building block. The first step to build this farm is you need to find a correct river to build it at. You don't want a river near an ocean. You also want to find part of a river that goes relatively straight. Okay, this river should work perfectly fine. I have a little straight area here that will look really good. Build this farm. And there's no oceans right next to it either. After you find a suitable river, you need to mark out an area to build the farm at. You're going to need a 6 by 18 square. You want the inside of the square to be all a river biome. Check the biome, you can press F3. That way you can make sure it is in a river biome. This is how it should look like after you've made your outline. The middle part of the square needs to be the river biome, and the outside does not need to be. After you've gotten it completely marked out like so, you can start building the walls down. So just build all these all the way down into the ground. Once you have finished, it should look like this, where the walls go all the way down to the floor of the riverbed. Now you will need to find the middle here. So if you go 9 blocks in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 2 blocks will be the middle here. And you want to go out 25 blocks. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. After you've gone 25 blocks out, you're going to want to continue another 4 blocks. This will be your AFK spot. Moving on to the next step, you will need to remove all river and or ocean water within 128 sphere around your AFK spot. To do that, you will want to head 128 blocks in a single direction. So we'll first head north 128 blocks. right about here would be about 128 blocks from the center there. You will now need to just come up here, and the river goes all the way up here. So you will need to remove all this river water. An easy way to remove the water is to place down sand and rows like this every 4 blocks. Now you can take your sponge and then just go along the side like so. Making sure to remove all the water. If the river is smaller like this in areas, you don't really need to place down the sand barriers in order to soak it up. Just go ahead and place your sponges, and as long as you do it quickly enough, it will soak up the water. Okay, now that we have fully taken the water out of that whole side, now we can go 128 blocks in this direction and do the same thing meeting back up here. So right here is a little over 128 blocks. We'll just remove this spot and then that little river there. Okay, so now we have all of that cleared as well. Now we only have the water here, and then we have a little bit of water here as well. But because this isn't a river biome, it's actually just part of the savanna here. It can't spawn squids anyhow, so you do not need to clear that water. You only need to clear water that is either river or ocean water. Now we just need to clear the rest of this water in here, including the water inside the square as well. There we go. Now we have all the water removed that we need to. That is the biggest portion of the farm already complete. The next step, we need to dig this whole area, this square, all the way down to Y45. So all the way down here. Now for the next step, you will want to build up the portals. So in each of the corners, you can just add a building block, and then all the obsidian, like so. Now you're gonna pillar up to Y64. The top one can be just another building block because it's a corner piece. Now just build it across. Now we just need to do that same thing on this side. There we go. If your outer wall here is not at Y64, raise it up to Y64. Now we can just fill this middle part with building blocks. And then we can just fill up these walls with building blocks as well. Now when you're building up this side, you're going to need to put in the glass layers as you go up. You're going to go up 2 blocks, 1, 2, like so, and then you're going to add the third, and on this third block, you're going to add your glass layer. It doesn't need to be blue stained glass. I just like it. And just any type of glass. Then you're just going to repeat that all the way to the top. So 1, 2, 3, and on this third one, you're going to add another layer of glass. Now on the final layer, it should match up with the top of the portal. Now for the next step, we're going to add in the water and activate the portals. You're going to want to break all the way down the base layer here, like so, and then activate the portals with Flint and Steel. Now you're going to be able to add in all the water with just 2 water buckets. I've changed my game mode to survival to show you how you can do it. You're just going to, the first water here in this corner, then one right across from it, like so. That will create infinite water, and you can just take from this and add. You're just going to take and add that down the entire line. Keep on grabbing it and then just placing it again. Like so, and so it should look like this. All these are now source blocks on the bottom here. Now you just need to do the top. You're just going to grab some water just from anywhere, and you're going to place one in the corner like that, and then you're just going to start placing water on this layer, on this row, and it will create all source blocks as you place the water down, like so. When you're done, it should look like this. It looks like that. You have all source blocks, and you're good to go on to the next level. Make sure you grab 2 buckets full of water from these source blocks before you move on, though. And now you're just gonna do that same pattern throughout the entirety of each level. And just like that, you have all your water in. Now for the next step, we're going to need to go to the Nether. To do so, we need to first mark the 2 important coordinates. You need to go to the middle here and mark this coordinate right here. So just go ahead and type in chat the coordinate. And this is going to be the Squid portal. Then you're going to go to the very end here, and you're going to create a new portal. And then before you activate this portal and go through, mark down these coordinates as well. And this is going to be the player portal. Then you go ahead and light it up and go through. Now this part's going to vary, but I spawned here, pretty much in the middle of the lava lake. Go ahead and remove this portal that it automatically spawns. Then we're going to build portals according to the coordinates that we took earlier. We take these coordinates here and we divide those by 8, we can know where to build the correct portals. So 149 divided by 8 is 18. So we're going to go to x equaling 18. Let me build out a platform here. And 202 divided by 8 is 25. So the z will need to equal 25. Our squid portal should be right where I'm standing now. Right here. And then your player portal is going to be very close to that. So 118 is divided by 8 is 14 instead of 18. So we just go back to 14 right here and build the portal here. I go ahead and build a platform here. You're going to want to make sure that you have no other nether portals other than these 2 portals. If you have other portals, they could interfere unless they're further away, and squids could go through them, or items could go through it, and it would be a mess. But now we can light these 2 portals up. Now let's go through this one and make sure it connects with our player portal. Perfect. It connected just fine. Now, let's go over here and test if these portals connect with the squid portal. Go ahead and go through this portal, and yes. that one did connect. And this one connects here. Okay, now for the next step, we're going to add in the collection system. But first we need to go down another block. So if you're in my position here, you're going to probably want to come down here and then build up from here. Okay, after you've done that and made it so you have a little bit of room to work here, you're going to need to break these blocks here and these blocks there. Then you can place the chest near the player portal, like so. Now you're going to add hoppers running in to that chest, like that. Now you're going to want to build up some walls around this portal. And you want to put glass on top of the chest so you can access it later. Like that. Then we're going to want to come and do pretty much the same thing on the back here. You're going to want to remove these blocks here. Go ahead and remove those two there and these two. Then you're going to keep the hoppers going like this, and you're going to bring them out 2 more from the portal. Now go ahead and place 2 blocks back like that. Then build these up as well. And just like that. Okay, now for the next step, we're going to need to add chickens and boats so that the squids will not land on top of the nether portal when they come through. So to do so, we're going to need to remove these 2 blocks here and then the top 2 blocks of the portal. So it breaks like that. Now go ahead and place just some temporary blocks like this. Place the boat right there. Then you're going to want to take your eggs and just crack them until you get a chicken. Like so. Then he'll go in there. And then you need to wait until he grows up before you can put him in. You can use seeds in order to help them grow faster, or you can just wait a little longer. There we go. And then once they've grown up, you're just going to break these blocks here. Maybe push it up a little bit and let it fall through. You're then going to repeat this process 3 more times. So you have a total of 4 chickens in a boat. There we go. Now once you have all 4 in, go ahead and place back the 2 obsidian like so. And use a flint and steel to light the portal. And place down the 2 stone bricks again. Now you can come down here and break these 2 blocks here. You can access the chest. And this is where all the ink sacks will be stored. And just like that, your farm should be done. So if we go to the AFK spot just right outside the player portal like so, and sit here for a minute. Then we go back in. And look, we can see some squid dying. And look at that, our ink sacks are already starting to roll in. Well, perfect. That is another farm done and done. Let's go back to Starfish Laboratory. Here we go. Here we are. Thank you for allowing us to go to the overworld, Professor Puff. Here we are, the squid farm. Push the button. And just like that, it's litten up. And that's another farm done. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please, if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below, as well as the next farm you would like to see on Farmtorials. Anyways, this has been Starfish 5 Legend, and have a great rest of your day.